talking about Gakken Alpha Fighter from the third generation. In the States, we called it Robotech. Over there, it was Macross. This would be the new generation that fought the Invid, and you can see here we have a green Alpha Fighter. Now this particular mold is made out of die-cast metal and plastic. The die-cast was all in the feet, but the rest of it is made in plastic. It does have these nice big old bolts that go across there to definitely tell you, no, this doesn't transform. So as we look at the figure here, you can see that he has the "look, I'm nobody" mold face. And we can see here he's nice and green. These rotate up and down, so that's just because of the gear walk mode. Yeah, we see all the details that we would see in a normal figure from the line. And we look at the back, we see here he has these wings. We have this part. And if we can get a good look there, we can see the Gakken. There it goes for a second. And then we have the other wording there on the other side. I'll flip them over for those that don't read upside down. There we go. And there's the Gakken there. All right. So enough of the foolishness. Okay, we see he does come with some labels and stickers. Now his head can rock back and forth. That's just part of the movement. His upper chest can rotate here, but his arms can do a full movement, and he does have full rotation in the hands, arms. The hands do rotate around. Just gotta maneuver it away. They do it, but more likely you're just going to keep it in a certain way, because it is hard to get it into certain poses like that, because these do not pull out like they should, but you can get the hand back into the normal pose if you have the gun for it. I sadly do not. It's been lost to the ages of time. His legs go forward and backwards. They do pretty good split movement. They do not have any outward movement. His legs go that forward and back. He has no ankle except for this right here in the back portion of his foot. It comes out, and that's just for the gear walk. So speaking of gear walk mode, it is a real simple process. So we come to the back, we pull these out, we straighten this up, we take the head, pull it up like that, we take the antenna and push it forward, we then take the cockpit. As we're pushing that, we'll pull these out, and we'll take these portions here, and we'll push that one in, and then rotate that back, and then as we're pulling these up, pull that in. Now his head will lock into place underneath there. You'll hear the nice click, and then we'll just basically rotate him forward. Now his legs in the cartoons, they did something like this, so they went more underneath for stabilization. And you'll notice whenever you do that, sometimes pushes the chest piece up. But here you go. There's your gear walk mode. Ta-da! Ta-da! So nothing overly complicated about this. It is what it is. They made fully transforming modes, and they made ones like this that only did half a mode. They were a little bit cheaper, so fans could get these if they could not afford the other modes or the other ones. But since this was made out of die-cast, it definitely is heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and get it back into robot mode here, and we'll see how heavy this sucker is. And like I say, just fold them up like that. And you can move these depending on how you want them. I like my gear walk a little bit shorter, so I just pull it out. And there we go. That's not really bad. So we'll go ahead and measure this guy, and we'll see that he comes in at 5 3/4 inches. We'll pull my weight scale here, and we'll go ahead and see it's 9.6 ounces. So pretty heavy for this. Like I say, this is all die cast here. So final thoughts on this guy. Yeah, it's a cool figure. Definitely not as versatile as a fully transforming, but the fact that it can do the gear walk mode is nice. So if you do see one, try to pick it up cheap, because these things can be a little expensive. As always, guys, remember, like, subscribe, and keep collecting.